Yo, what's going on, guys? Here's back in an episode of Carolina Hurricanes franchise mode, and when we left off, we had a pretty good offseason. Now, I discussed in the last video, maybe, just maybe, we should go ahead and acquire Josh Morrissey on top of the already acquired Adrian Kempe as an RFA, and I opted against it. One, I don't feel like trading, just giving up assets, and two, I think we had enough moves for one offseason. You know, we had a good offseason. You know, it was strong. Not much we really need to do else. I think we got a good enough team. Excuse me, I can't talk. We've got a good enough team to get us into the playoffs. I feel like at least starting off the season 8-0, 9-0. Damn, Daniel. Yeah, I definitely do like our team, and I'm not worried about, you know, picking up an 85 overall defenseman just to throw on the third pair. That's like not my concern right now. I just want to keep the team winning. 9-1 to start the season. That's freaking awesome. We can't be upset about that. 10-2-1, yeah, it's pretty bad. Now we're coming back down to earth. Yeah, and now we're back towards the middle of the pack. Okay. Well, a hot start gets stifled that fast, people. I think we got about a 75 win percentage now with all that in mind. I don't want to make that trade. Oh, man. Yeah, we had a really, really productive offseason. First of all, John Carlson, bringing him on board on a 2-year, $7 million deal gives us so much flexibility because we don't get him on a 1 year, so we can trade him at this year's draft, and we got him on a 2 year, which makes him a more attractable asset. You know, we could decide to hold on to him, re-sign him, or again trade him at the draft, or trade him to a team this year at the deadline if we're not competitive. We just lost fucking 6 games in a row, so. So yeah, I mean, listen, anything can happen. I am banking on us making the playoffs at the very least. I think it's doable. But yeah, I like the team that we've yielded. I mean, our defense is freaking awesome. Hayden Fleury and Brett Pesce, they definitely need a jump. By no means have Slavin and Hannafin peaked either. Slavin only being 24, Hannafin being like 21. So they both got a few good years of growth left in them. I fully expect Hannafin to be at least 90 overall when he does peak. That's the goal. I gave him a fat contract. This obviously, I gave him an 8-year deal, I believe it was. So I'm really banking on him being pretty damn good. Oh man, what is going on? I think if we decide to make moves at the deadline this year, it might actually be for, if we make a move at the deadline, it would either be for a starting goalie, which is unlikely because Darling's playing quite well right now, and Nedeljkovic is going to be ready to go next year. A top 6 defenseman, or top 4 defenseman, that's highly likely, or a top 2 center. And by top 2 center, I mean 86 overall plus. 85 is like really pushing it. The reason I say that, I mean, Jordan Staal and Victor Rask both had good seasons last year, respectively. But if we're trying to compete for the Stanley Cup, you know, you're going to need a tank of a center. It just goes to show. You guys remember the Minnesota Wild franchise, but we were struggling for a really long time. They went ahead and picked up 2 92 overall centers, or whatever it was, and we just won like 3 or 4 cups in a row. That's really all it takes. You know, we just got to stack up down the middle. You know, we got Brady Tkachuk on his way up, so that's why I said get 1 center instead of 2. Because if we get 2 centers, then it's going to cloud Brady Tkachuk. And we do want Tkachuk to be our number 1 guy one day. I'm actually going to go ahead and decline that. Yeah, I think easily Tkachuk's going to take over. It's just a matter of when. Because you know what? He's 79 overall, but he's a 79 on the lower echelon of 79 to where he's a 4th liner, not a 3rd line checker or a 3rd line scorer even. So we're definitely going to want him to be in like the mid to high 80s within the next 2 years. That way we can rely on him as our number 1 center. I'm thinking this year maybe we get somebody a little bit older as our number 1 guy. Considering we're 2 years in, maybe Joe Thornton or somebody's available. And I know Joe Thornton's not 86 overall, but he's a very well-rounded center. I'd just be looking for more of a short-term fix. I'm not really trying to get someone that's going to be here long-term, unless, of course, they're young. If they're young, I'll pick them up and I'll let the youngin and Tkachuk battle it out. But I'm not trying to get a 27, 28-year-old. I'm going like, well, I get a 27, 28-year-old, but they got to have 1 year. That's an 11-2 win against Nashville. I'm looking for like a rental, like a 2-year rental kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I'll leave it at. Either a youngin, a strong youngin, or 2 years left. 2 years being the maximum. I'm not really trying to get a guy with 3 or more years, just because Tkachuk will be ready by then. So yeah, we're definitely. I think we're poised to put on a nice show in the playoffs this year. Let's see how many wins we got at the deadline. And that's just more importantly, where do we sit at the deadline? All right, rolling into the deadline, losing 5 of our last 6. That's pretty freaking bad, and pretty counterproductive. However, we're probably number 1 or 2 in our division, I'd imagine. Number 2, only behind the Rangers. 82 points at the deadline is nothing to scoff at. Let's take a look now at the team standings and see what we're lacking. Actually, are we top 5 in the NHL? We're number 2 in the NHL. So if you compare to last year's team that didn't make the playoffs, we got the 3rd overall pick to 2nd in the NHL. That's pretty damn impressive. I think we had a pretty good offseason. Goals for, it appears we're 1st. Yeah, with no competition, really. I mean, we're 13 goals ahead of the Lightning. Although they have 2 games at hand, but I don't see them scoring 13 goals in 2 games. Excuse my voice crack. Goals against. We actually got a pretty good goals against too, but I'd say that's what's hurting us a little bit more. I think if we're making a move at the deadline, maybe we do look towards that top 6 defenseman and not the center. But you never know. It also all depends on who's available. But we're scoring at a great rate. We got the number 1 goals for. We got the number 3 power play. Penalty kill 78%. Yeah, I think it's the defensive player that we're crack-a-lacking. Let's take a look at the player stats. So see everybody's doing before I go ahead and judge. Teravainen he's just freaking, holy crap, he's tearing his league apart. Jeff Skinner probably not going to score 40 goals this year, but he's going to get at least 35, I'd say. He's got 18 games left to score 12 goals. I don't see it happening, but I think point-wise, he's matched his output from last year. No, his output last year. He's going to beat his last year's point total. It was excellent. Justin Falk's having a great year. A good thing I didn't trade him. Victor Rask, another good year out of him, looking at 25-plus goals. Adrian Kembe, just been a good compliment player. I mean, I more so got him not just a score, but because I like his defensive stats, too. I think he's well-rounded. John Carlson putting in work. Julien Gauthier grew to 80 overall. His offensive stats just keep on getting better. Need those defensive stats to get better. Noah Hannafin is not growing, but he's putting up good numbers. Sebastian Aho, 19 goals. He might put up 25 this year. Jordan Staal, not bad at all. Can't get mad at that. Justin Williams doing his part as a Riley old veteran. Kachuk's got 14 goals on that. Oh, you know what? Now he's in the upper echelon, so now we got to move him up to the 3rd line. All right, that's good. Brock McGinn, Eller, Cogliano. Yeah. Hayden Fleury, he doesn't have a single point this year. He's a -4. I definitely think picking up a defenseman is the way to go. I don't see the wrong in maybe shipping out Hayden Fleury. Let's take a look at goaltending. Make sure goaltending's not the issue. I doubt it is. Nedeljkovic, 80. Yeah, okay. If you look at the save percentage, 90, 98, 90, well, 90, 908, and then 926. So yeah, goaltending ain't the issue. The issue is literally we need another defenseman. We need a 3rd pairing defenseman because Hayden Fleury and Brett Pesce are not working out. So I'm thinking if we can get like an 83 plus. Honestly, no, I'd go 81 plus with 4.5 star defensive stats. Maybe Braden Montour, someone we take a look at. I don't know if he's signed or not. I mean, that would certainly play a part in it because we can't sign him now. It's past December 1st. Yes, he would be the perfect get, but yeah, we can't get him. Nope. I'm just going to grab the first player I see. I'm not even going to wait. Ryan O'Reilly. Well, no, he's got multiple years. Bogosian. Does he have good defensive stats? I don't think he does. Let's take a look at him and Scandella. I don't know how that's not 4.5 defensive stats, but okay. Bogosian wouldn't be terrible. He's got 2 years left. I'm not. That's way too much money for him. Mark Giordano, what is he looking at years left wise? 4 years left. Yikes. Brody. Brody's got 2 years left. The problem is he's an offensive defenseman. Travis Hamonic. Yeah, I like Hamonic. Also, Matthew Tkachuk is on the block? Bro. Okay, 1 second now. Now hold on a second. You know what? Yes, let's swing something here. Let's swing a sweet deal. Swing a sweet deal. Say that 3 times fast. What do y'all want? What do I got to give you? All right. All right. Well, as a start, I'd imagine they're looking for a first round pick, and the first round pick I'm willing to sacrifice. Unfortunately, we don't have one now. Okay. Okay. What do they want? All right. They want this Popovich guy. I can give him up. Now we have to probably give up Nikash, which I'm kind of against because centers are kind of what we're looking to build upon. Let's take a look at our center core right now. Kachuk, Nikash. Well, no, we got Kupari. Yeah, okay. You know, Nikash is definitely expendable. I hate to say it, but he is expendable at this moment. Especially with our deficiency on the wing at the current moment. Tell you what, Popowich and Nikash straight up for Hamonic and Matthew Tkachuk. And then I could throw in Hayden Fleury. Now I know a lot of you guys are gonna be against me trading Nikash, but I don't see the harm in it. Bean. I'm not gonna trade. I'm just taking a look at him. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you know what? Hayden Fleury. So what do you think? Popowich, Nikash, and Fleury. For Matthew Tkachuk, how old is he now? 21. 21 years old, medium elite potential, power forward. Putting up decent numbers this year, I guess. He's probably playing on like the third or fourth line or something like that. I don't know. He's already got well-rounded stats. Yeah, I don't see the harm in getting Matthew Tkachuk. And then on top of that, you're getting Travis Hamonic, who's just a tank defensively. Let's go ahead and do this trade. Too far off. Interesting. I did not expect to hear that. Alright, I'm throwing in a second round pick, and then I'm going to take off Matthew Tkachuk. The second round pick is... Oh, my house just started vibrating. The second round pick is the highest I'll go after that. This is it. This is the highest we're offering. We can't go any more than this. That's my dog. Okay, alright, I figured they'd accept that. That's fine. You know what? I'm going to miss Nikash, but you know what? I think going forward, we just made a very, very smart trade. We do have to send someone down or trade somebody, which is not a problem at all because we have too many forwards. Who is struggling up front? Probably not Gauthier. Lars Eller's doing fine. Cox is doing fine. McGinn's doing okay. Let's just take a look at the lines and see what happens here for a second. I'm definitely not going best lines because I don't want to screw anything up. But what I will... Oh, you know what? Yeah. We could totally do this. You know, it sucks to lose Lars Eller, but when you're upgrading, you're upgrading. And I didn't mean to say deficiency on the wing before. I meant to say deficiency down the middle. And it sucks that we're going to lose Nikash. But what we could do, because he's got good face-offs, we could throw him up. I don't know. I think this is okay. Get some big young bodies on that third line. Gauthier, Kachuk. And then just, yeah. I think that makes us more depthy. And then you throw in Hamonic back there too. Just makes us that much better defensively. I think that was all in all upgrade. I don't think we lost anything there. Like, you know, it stinks. We had to lose Nikash, Fleury, and a prospect that would never turn out to be anything. But I think overall this is going to help us in the long run. Because if Adrian Kempe decides, you know, I'm going to peak here, but his defensive stats get a little bit better, he'd be the perfect third line and move up Kachuk. Even with Sebastian Aho, we can maybe move him down if he peaks, but he's having a good year. I think that was a good trade all in all. I just think that just gives us way more options, especially, you know, going forward to have Tkachuk, Rask, Stahl, and I'm sure Kachuk will find his way up the lineup the more he grows. I don't expect him to peak at 83 overall with elite potential. Now, I want to get Kupar in the NHL, but that doesn't seem fathomable right now. Even though he is eating the AHL. But we'll let him finish up the year down there because we don't have room for him in the NHL. Zykov, I'm gonna leave him down there. Sorella. Yeah, we don't have room for Kupar in the NHL right now. I couldn't come up if I wanted. Well, technically on that fourth line we got room, but I'd like to just play Cogs there because he's just such a tank. You know, it stinks that Lars Eller's out of the lineup now, but I feel like we just got better all around. Now, I do, however, wish that Matthew Tkachuk was a center. We can certainly change him to center. 70 faceoffs is nothing to scoff at. We can eventually move him to center. We have Tkachuk down the middle. Actually, that sounds a lot smarter. That way we could avoid getting a center altogether. Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk, and then Rask or Stahl. I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do. But we'll see. A lot's got to happen first. Let's just see how this team performs with the 2 new additions. 5-1 win. That's a good start. 2-1 win. All right. Definitely giving up less goals already. Give it 3 goals against San Jose, but we win 5 goals against Vancouver. That sucks. And another win versus Chicago and 2 losses versus the Rangers. I could have told you that was gonna fucking happen. What are we, 500 right now with this new roster? No, we're 4-3 with the new team. That is not good at all. Not good at all. Q, shaboom, shaboom. Okay, good. 5-3, 5-4, 6-4, 7-4, 8-4. There we go. Come on. 8-5, 9-5, 10-5, 10-6. Holy shit. 10-7. 11-7. Yeah, that's not terrible, I guess. I mean, that didn't really make or break the team. That move, unfortunately. 49 wins is pretty good, though. I'll take 49 wins. We got to think 105 points is what that equates to, or 104 points, something along those lines of that. That's pretty good. Definitely not a President's Trophy year, but should be top 3. I think top 3 for sure. I am curious though to see how we finished out the year statistically. See if anything improved. It looks like our defense possibly got worse. Yeah. Okay. Let's dive into it. First of all, let's take a look at this. Yeah, 104 points. I was right. Yikes. We dropped the 4th. Yeah, so we had a shitty end to the year. So it looks like I bit the bullet on those trades I made. Offense didn't necessarily get worse, but we got passed up. Goals against, I believe went down. That's fucking bad, man. That's my fault. 23%. That's still number 1. Penalty kill. Penalty kill actually improved 2%. It appears Jeff Skinner eclipsed Teuvo Teravainen. And he scored 33 goals. So he didn't get the 35 goals, but he scored 33, which I guess is good enough. Okay, good year for him. Great year for Teravainen. 55 assists is the number that you really want to see. Sure, 70 points is great, but he had more assists this year than he had points any other year. Victor Rask with 31 goals, a beastly year for him. Falk, 54 points. Kempe, 53 points. He came through in the end, it appears. Aho only scored 2 goals as the deadline, it looks like. Carlson, 46 points. Hannafin, 42. Gauthier, 41 with 17 goals. That's a very good year for him. It's a breakout year. George Saul, 41 years. It's a status quo for him. Good. Matty Tkachuk, I don't know what he did. I don't know how many points he had when we got him. I'm going to assume he did decent, but I don't think he did. Brady Tkachuk, but definitely a good rookie year. Yeah, grew at 80 overall, 18 goals. Brock McGinn, good. Eller. Okay, and Hamonic. Yeah, okay. Not the greatest, but not the worst either, I suppose. I mean, we've had worse closeouts. Yeah, all right, not more else I can say about that. Yeah, Nedeljkovic didn't win a single game at the deadline. I'm putting that on Nedeljkovic. He sucked ass. Let's take a look at the entire league. See where we sit. Okay, Ovechkin had a year and a half, as did Tarasenko. Stammer close. Kaner, Braden Shen apparently lit up the league. Yeah, okay, let's sort by goals. 350 goal scorers this year. Benny has a lot of goal scoring this year. Okay. Good stuff. All right, we'll take a look at the playoff tree, which we didn't get to do last year. And then in the next video, we will start up the Cjeths. So you got Nashville, Dallas. You got St. Louis, San Jose, Arizona, Vancouver, Anaheim, Chicago, your Carolina Hurricanes versus the Columbus Blue Jackets, Rangers, Panthers, Maple Leafs, Lightning, and the Montreal Canadiens versus the Philadelphia Flyers. So thank you everybody for watching this video. If you're watching a certain making it, and if you're interested in hearing it, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.